Okay, ayong hapon sintanan or good afternoon po. This afternoon we'll be reviewing two of my ultralight chairs and stool. First po is I'll be parang compare lang natin is my Big Agnes Skyline UL stool, and of course I have the king of all ultralight chairs, as what it said, is the Helinox Zero. Pero what I have po is the large one kasi yung regular is too small for me. Before po, I've been using Big Agnes for all this time. And parang, okay, I think it's time for me to have a chair. I used to have the Big Agnes Skyline stool, but I gave it up. Pero ito, I'm just gonna try this. I tried the regular po, which is, I find it a little comfortable. Kasi sobrang baba po, and also medyo masikip sa akin. But anyway, so I got the large one kasi naka-sale siya. Okay? So sa weight naman po, the Big Agnes Skyline UL weighs around 600 grams. Okay? The Zero Large is around 680 grams. So konti lang pong difference, and saka yung makikita niyo po why the Big Agnes is a little heavier. Okay? Ito po yung Big Agnes already. So this is the stool po ng Big Agnes. I chose this matagal na, eventually Helinox had their stool, pero it's too small po. It's sobrang baba, it's maliit, so I didn't really bother buying it. Others might find it nice kasi it's sobrang gaan. But for me, I mean, while I spent around $90, tapos ganun lang kaliit. Okay? At saka it's not as comfortable. Ang gusto ko lang dito sa Big Agnes po is that ang ganda po ng yung pag-upo mo, talagang salong-salo yung po yung puwet, and it's very stable. And one thing I've noticed with Big Agnes chairs compared to Helinox is that yung Big Agnes po is very stable, especially so when it's on the ground. It's dahil po sa paa nila, and I'll show it later. Okay? So ito naman po is my Helinox Large, the Zero. Okay. Now if you tingnan nyo po side by side, I think halos pareho po sila. But the Big Agnes chair po is around 15 or 14 inches yung height ng chair niya. So for me as a 6'1" person, I find it really nice kasi talagang tamang-tama lang yung height. This one, medyo I have to really go down pa rin, even though mas mataas ito compared dun sa regular. Okay? Now, as per us dun sa design po ng feet, sa body po, Big Agnes doesn't have any plastic dun sa hub nila. Everything is aluminum, so this is very sturdy. Even dun sa chairs na kahit galawin nyo po, you feel really secure. Sa Helinox, even though this one po, I find it still unstable. Para for me, it's not as stable or rigid as the Big Agnes. Dahil po sa design ng feet nila. Now, how I wish I could show you the Big Agnes Skyline chair. Sa Big Agnes kasi po, ito, yung sa likod, naka-extend pa to na parang ganyan po. So, parang naka-angle yung from here, naka-angle yan na ganito. So even on sandy soil, hindi siya, or soft ground, hindi siya gano'ng nagsisink in compared with this one. Dahil nga po yung angle nila. Sa Big Agnes kasi medyo wider yung angle ng chair, ng feet, at saka ito po, towards sa likod, ito naka-bend po yan. So, distributed po yung weight dun sa side, sa bar, not just on the tip of the chair. That's why hindi siya nagsisink po dun sa soft ground. Now I know that yung bago na Helinox, the new ones, they have already yung parang strap dito sa ilalim, just kasama sa what do you call this? Sa kit. For me, I'll be making my own skirt for this. As well, I'll be using a Tyvek. Okay, may nakita ko sa YouTube. Okay, so sa price difference naman po, again, Big Agnes is really more expensive than Helinox, but for me, even sa ibang reviews sa YouTube, you can see that ang Big Agnes po, when it comes to comfort, talagang mas comfortable po siya compared sa Helinox. So if you're up to comfort, then you get the big Agnes. But kung gusto niyo talagang ultralight po, then you get the what? You get the Helinox. Okay. Now as per materials, mas makapal po ng konti ang sa big Agnes yung ripstop nila compared to the Helinox. Even po dun sa bags nila, the bags ng big Agnes po is basically the same, and what I really like is sa lahat ng bags ng big Agnes po, nandun po yung instructions on how to assemble the chairs. Sa Helinox is wala. Alright, how I wish Helinox. I know it's what you call that, it's easy, but again, big Agnes, again I like it, it's because it's in here. Okay, again, even sa bag nila po, is medyo malaki siya, hindi masakit ipasok mo dun sa loob. And again, the material is really good. Manipis po yung bags ng Helinox compared to big Agnes. And this one as well po, this is what, na may coating po to na waterproof. Okay? I saw somebody that they've been washing their, parang ginawa nila itong parang pan, nalagyan ng tubig, but of course, I will not do that. Okay? So, ayan po, as makita nyo dito, even sa heights, I just put it there. Hope you can see it. Ayan po yung height ng dalawa. Okay? So, as you can see, even po yung, even for the stool, mas a little, ayan. Okay? Yung sa po, yung sa chair, again, the difference ng sa chair between the Helinox at saka sa is dito po. Okay? Yung chair na Skyline chair ng big Agnes, this is a little wider. Yung stance niya at yung angle, that's why soft sand, hindi siya nagsisinking compared to Helinox. Alright, so ayan po, this is my, what do you call this? Let's try it. Okay, so this is my, ayan, sobrang baba po. There you go. Okay. Now this wiggles a lot compared to the big Agnes po, hindi siya ganun nag-wiggle. And when it gets to like this, yung salo ng puwet ng big, may sugat. Yung big Agnes po ang ganda. Just like this one. Okay. This is the chair po. That's how it's been. And when you sit down, kasi parang ganito yung po. See, ang ganda po ng salo ng puwet. And also, again, for the stool, I know Helinox is lighter, it's smaller, it's easier to fold, but para for such a very small one, for me talaga hindi siya comfortable. That's why I tried it in REI. I didn't get it. Okay, tapos yung difference lang, konti lang, so I'd rather get the Skyline. Okay, so yun lang mga lods. If you've got, to those who have views, comment lang. And I tried the, what do you call this, the Nemo one. Ang pinakaayaw ko sa Nemo is itong likod, kumakagat sa likod ko. And a lot of people also are complaining about it, lalo na pag medyo wider yung shoulders mo. The back is really uncomfortable. So again, for me, if I have to choose between the three chairs, kasi I'm more sa comfort, I get the big Agnes. And next is most likely this one, and the third will be the Nemo. Okay. Again, it depends po if you got, kung gusto niyo is ultralight, then that's it. Yeah. For me, it's comfort, so I'd rather have the big Agnes. Okay. At saka for me, especially yung pag-upo ko kasi I'm 6'1", I have problems also with my back and knees, so I'd rather one na yung medyo mas mataas po yung height niya from the ground. Okay, so ayan po, that's our review for this afternoon. Big Agnes Skyline UL stool, as well as the Helinox Zero Large. Okay, comment lang mga lods. Okay, I don't know. I might even sell this one. Okay, kasi parang I'm still, gusto ko pa rin yung Big Agnes na Skyline chair. Anyways, well, that's it for today po. And like, subscribe lang dun sa YouTube ko, Biz the Camper. Thank you.